What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Bug Bite. So this is a retool / repaint, slightly remolded version of the Earthrise Cliff Jumper with the Earthrise Bumblebee head, the Netflix exclusive. So it is kind of cool looking. He does have the mercenary faction symbol there on the front. Here's the back. He is literally a black and white robot. Really clean. Now, one of the cool things about this is it seems like it's fully painted. So all that white and black you're seeing is paint. The only thing I see that's not painted are the arms and the legs here, the thighs and the knees and the hands. But the rest of the white here is painted white, and then the black here stripes. And we'll see that more in the vehicle mode, but it is actually really nice to look at. It does come with the accessory we got with Cliff Jumper, which is this bazooka that actually comes apart and makes different weapons. You can use it in the bazooka mode if you wish. It does have the tripod here. Now you can set this up multiple different ways, but if you had him prone on the ground, you could have it set up like this with the tripod, and then he could be shooting that like that, or you can just kind of hold it, whatever you like. If you don't like that, which I don't, I prefer for this particular figure to have it like this. And so you can have basically two guns, both with ammo clips, or whatever you want to pretend those are. And there you go, he's got both guns. And then you can take this part, open this up like this, and you can actually store this on the back. So there's a little slot there. Oops. This is just on a peg there. Go ahead and stick that into the top of the trunk there. And then fold that over, and you can store that back there. It does have a little purple paint here. That is different and new for this figure. They did paint that. And then these guns are actually painted purple as well. Really nice looking and good contrast. The purple and the black and the white all just look really nice together. So you do get the same articulation at the original Cliff Jumper figure, but we'll go over here quickly just so it's been a while since we did it. The head does rotate all the way around. You get a tiny bit of up, tiny bit of it down, not too much. Rotation at the shoulder. You have a rotation at the bicep, although it's a little bit tight going that way, but it does rotate. 90-degree bend at the elbow, rotation at the wrist. You have a rotation at the waist. You do have a backwards ab crunch on this side just because of the transformation. It's kind of a little bit loose actually on my copy, but you can go backwards there because of the transformation. Leg kicks up to there, back to there, out to the side. 90-degree bend at the knee, rotation at the thigh, and ankle tilt all the way out to there, and no ankle pivot, but plenty of articulation on this little guy here. And there is Bug Bite next to the Earthrise Netflix version of Optimus Prime. Looks really good. It fits in. Looks just like a same size as Bumblebee, so we'll fit right into your Earthrise collection. Right now, let's get Bug Bite transformed into his vehicle mode. Before we do that, let's take the weapon here. They're going to plug in together. Take this back part here. That's going to plug in here. And then you're going to take these side pieces here, and you can kind of adjust this however you like, but just going by the instructions, this is how they have it. And then later, this is going to peg into the top of the car. So we'll set that aside for now. Before we go into vehicle mode, there's the face sculpt, exactly like Bumblebee, except the red eyes and a white head. So let's get this transformed. Go ahead and take the backpack and take that off. Take this panel, the peg, and fold that in. Set that aside. I'm going to come to the chest here, fold that down, open up the hood, close that up. Unpeg these arms from the side here. These are going to fold back and then sit like that. Same on this side. These are going to fold back and then sit like that. So you should have them up like this. Open those up. Come to the bottom here, open up these panels. Fold the leg downwards and then fold the wheel out. Same on this side, fold the leg downwards, fold the wheel out. It is going to peg into the side of the leg right there on both sides. And by the way, this is the exact same transformation as the original Cliff Jumper. Leave these out just a tad as much as you can. Rotate at the waist. This is going to close down here. As you do that, you're going to bring these to the back. And before we get this pegged in, bring this all the way down. Get these pegged in right here. There's tabs on the inside, so get that pegged in. Both sides. So the back of arms are pegged into the back of the vehicle. Now you can come to the front here, peg this together. Get this tab inside there. And then get these all kind of squished in on the sides. Like that. So it should be all exposing together. Yes, I copied MGO there. Go ahead and take the hands and stick the roof into those hands. So it should look like that. And then finally we can take this piece here, and you can kind of do whatever you want, but and there's Bugbite in his vehicle mode. Just taking this off for a second. Really cool looking. It's got that black and white vibe, of course. Silver wheels, black tires. Here's the back. You have black paint here on the rear glass there. This is translucent black, although it's pretty dark. It actually almost looks like it's painted. You still have that faction symbol there for the mercenaries, I believe. Here's the bottom. Pretty cool looking vehicle. It does roll just fine, no problems. If you want to, you can use the jet ski mode. So open up this, or I guess the skiing mode, whatever you want to call it. So these two tabs are going to go into the back here. And just be careful with those. Just like that. Go ahead and take these, and these are going to peg into the sides of the wheels, just like skis, basically. And then take the guns, and these can peg down here on the bottom. There we go. It's just a very tight fit. And there you have him in his jet ski mode. pretty cool that they did this, but it is exactly the same as the original Cliff Jumper, so there you go. So final thoughts on Bugbite here. Let's start with the positives. I think the paint scheme looks really cool. The black, purple, and white just contrast together and just make for a nice looking figure in both the vehicle mode and the robot mode. I do like the weapons, although they're a little bit boring. I wish they had actually given you a slightly new mold or new weapon for this new character, but the paint on them does look nice. Overall, the figure looks good. Negatives wise, it is the same figure. It's basically the same Cliff Jumper with the Bumblebee head. The weapon exactly the same. So a little bit on the boring side. It would have been nice to spice it up with something new or just toss something new in the box. But that does kind of add to the cost. So either way, I think it's a fun little guy. Good little mold to pick up if you like this mold. Especially if you like this character, then I definitely recommend it. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.